Welcome to Badminton Rants, episode 11. You know it's bad when I make a badminton rant about your comment, right? So, no offense to the particular person, but it strikes a very, I guess, thick chord in my heart. So this guy asked white ball, but for context, he was asking, is the Voltrix 7 DG good? And I said no. Then he asked why. So this is about basically why you should not care about the max tension of a racket, why it doesn't matter, right? So this is my second time recording this because the first rant deleted itself for some reason. But to give you guys a recap, right, the Voltrix 7 DG, according to Shopee, sells for $4.5K, okay? And it's max rated to 35. So just keep that in the back of your mind for now. So to make this example or my argument very, very clear, this is the easiest way to do this, okay? Let's say you have an Alp Sports QY, right? This is what, for you, it's ranked or it's rated for up to 38 pounds, okay? This is a NanoFlare 1000Z, Yonex' latest racket. It is the racket that broke the smash record, and I think the smash record is now 565 kilometers per hour, right? All of the, like most of the top players in doubles and some in the singles are using this racket, right? It's ranked or it's rated to 28 pounds, right? So if we cared about max tension, we should obviously go with the QY, right? You see where I'm going with this? Like the example becomes very clear. It doesn't matter. Max tension doesn't matter because first of all, right, no one should be playing at the max tension or anywhere near the max tension, right? If you have a racket at 38 pounds, no one should be playing at 38, at 35, even at 30, I would argue. Most people should probably just stop playing or stop raising their tension up until like 26, in my opinion. Unless you're like a competitive player, you're regularly attending tournaments, you're like national level, right? 26, 27 is really like the most people should be playing at, right? So there's that one thing. The second thing is that there is no scientific or standardized way to measure this. Like any manufacturer can just put on their racket, hey, this racket can go up to 40 pounds. Like there's no proof, right? And if the racket breaks, you can't sue them. They can just be like, oh, you know, you mishit it or your technique was bad, whatever. So there's nothing stopping like Fellet for putting 40 pounds on the rackets. There's nothing stopping Alp Sports for putting 38. So you can't believe the number. So it's not an actual, I guess, metric to measure a racket's quality, right? So that's another point. And so that comes back like full circle. It's like it doesn't matter. Like when you guys are asking my DMs, like, oh, how can I reserve an Apex racket from you? You guys notice I don't mention the max tension at all because it's not irrelevant. Because if you guys are beginners or intermediates, right, you shouldn't be playing anything above 25 in the first place. So it doesn't really care. It doesn't really matter if the racket tension is 30 or 35 or 38 or even 100. It really doesn't matter because you shouldn't be playing anywhere near that anyways. Some of you guys might argue, well, you know, the max tension will, you know, show you how durable the racket is or not. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So the Alp QY, the 10U one is rated for, I think, 38 pounds or 35 pounds as well. And again, right, this 100ZZ BP that costs 65K because of the colors, right, is only ranked or it's only rated for 28 pounds, right? The Alp QY has had tons of durability issues I've seen online. The 100ZZ, not so much. So again, max tension is not a good proxy for durability either. So what are, I guess the next point is like, what are actual specs that matter when it comes to deciding, you know, the quality of a racket? Like what should you actually pay attention to? I hear you, some of you asking. So that's a good question. The main three things you should start out with looking at is the head weight. So is it a head heavy racket? Is it an even balance or is it a head light? The flex of the racket, right? So for example, if I bend this, right, it's quite flexy, right? So this is what I would consider like a medium flex racket. So does the flex of the shaft matter? Yes. Or like compared to a 1000Z where it doesn't flex as much. So the stiffness of the shaft matters, and then as well as the weight class. So is it an 8U, right? Is it a 4U? Is it a 3U, right? Is it a 4U? So the weight class matters. Those three things matter most first. And then from there, you need to look at like, you know, frame design, the size of the head. Are there any special technologies in it? Is it like, what's the quality of the carbon? That kind of thing. Once you look at all of those things, right, you still don't look at max tension because it doesn't matter. That's the whole point of this video. Okay, I know this was a very ranty rant, but these are called badminton rants for a reason. I hope this helped. And yeah, of course, you know, shout out to me, Nigel for you, right? If you want to buy rackets, DM me. If you want to buy string, right, DM me. If you want to buy grips, you want to buy shuttles, DM me. Okay, I hope this was informational, educational. I hope you guys will learn from this. I know some of you are probably using the DG rackets for yourselves right now. I want you to put aside your ego and actually listen to what I'm saying, and hopefully you guys can learn and, you know, make better purchasing decisions in the future. So yeah, looking forward to what you guys say in the comments. Bye bye.